just did the limbo. Hello, join me, will you? It is 9:49 in the morning on a Friday. I'm never up this early, let alone out of the house and moving. But my name is Mallory. Welcome to my channel. As I'm walking, there's a tree, like limbo underneath it. I heard a guy chuckle, probably at that. He said good morning. I'm like, good morning. You're wondering where I'm going? Going to Aqua Fit. I'm not gonna lie, first time doing this. I mean, my grandma back in the day, fucking like years ago, used to go to like an arthritis Aqua Fit type, sorry, my finger, class for the elderly men and women. And so she would like do her exercises in my swimming pool and I'd follow along. But other than, this is like back in Jersey. But other than that, like, I have not attended a proper Aqua Fit class. So needless to say, I'm very nauseous. I'm very nervous. I have 3 Tic Tacs in my mouth to help with that and to freshen my breath. I have on my sunglasses, a nice hat, some sunscreen, and a Fitbit. So, anxiety is running a little high. I'm hoping it'll pass as I'm walking or once I get exercising. If I'm being honest, geez, something's a buzzing. It's like quiet. I'm not used to it being this quiet. So, quiet. There's times where I'm like, should I just turn around and go back? But I told my trainer, because he teaches Aqua Fit and Tai Chi and does personal training, because see, I remembered around midnight, 12:12 last night. I'm like, oh shoot, Aqua Fit Friday, it's today. Because I didn't sign up or anything. I talked about it. I keep thinking about it. But, no, I didn't make a full commitment until this morning. People playing golf. So, I set my alarm. I picked everything out. And then I texted him to be like, is it still happening? And he said yes. So then I said, see you there. And I'm on my way. And I'm still pretty sore from Wednesday. So definitely, I don't know if you can hear me, guys. I'm sore in my hips and my legs. My arms just a little bit. It's 9:56. And the class starts at 10 o'clock. I'm almost there. There you go, I'm making my way. With every step I take, I'm wondering, what am I doing? But we're doing it. So I just got done with Aqua Fit. It was a lot of fun. Who knew? I'm just like, my brain's a little fried and flatlined. So, I'll talk to y'all in a minute. And it probably really is. So I survived. Maybe like 2 or 3 times I was like, uh-oh. Otherwise, I survived. And Aqua Fit's twice a week, Wednesdays and Fridays. But the timing really doesn't work out for me on Wednesdays. I don't think. I mean, I could try down the road. But for right now, I think Fridays is good. It's a lot of fun. I think my mom would thoroughly enjoy it. So, I'm gonna tell her. She better rearrange her schedule to go. So, if I didn't say this already, all the ladies were lovely. One of them lives in my neighborhood. But I was walking, obviously I walked there and I'm walking home. And so one of the ladies was like, do you need a ride? I'm like, I'm fine, thank you. So they all loved me. I mean, usually wherever I go, people tend to like me. Not to sound conceited. And they're like, oh, come back. I'm like, I will. So I don't know if it's like the same every time or if they switch things up there, but I could handle it. So yesterday I'm back outside, going for a walk before it rains. Anyways, yesterday we had like this wild rainstorm, thunder, lightning. It was so windy. That's how the vegetation got knocked over. I didn't put two and two together until I got home from Aqua Fit. And then my mom and I went for lunch right behind the little restaurant thingy behind our building. And she saw like everything was blown over. And then she connected the dots, so. It's like cloudy, but also very bright outside. So, anyways, going for a walk. I'm at, can't even see anything. Hold on. So I'm at 5,026 steps. And I know like the American Heart Association, they want people to do like 10,000 steps a day. My goal is 5,500, because anything that's under 5,000 you're considered like sedentary. It's not a good healthy lifestyle. So off I go. I'm trying to like show you an update. I don't know how well you can see on my knuckles. 2 and 2, 4 knuckles that could use some attention. Oh, it's hot out. It's like 94 degrees. So yeah, it's 94 degrees. I'm like, can you hear me? Don't know what the heat index is. But it's definitely hot outside. Whew. But it feels nice to keep the body moving. So I'm back home quicker than I anticipated, because it started to rain. And you just never know, because when it rains, it pours. So, oh my goodness. Let me know if you guys like these walking videos where like I'm going for a walk and I'm chit-chatting with y'all and filming the process, because I feel like there's an echo in here. Because I feel like that's more fun than if I just were to sit here on this couch and tell you everything that you heard on the walk, right? And I tried something new today and I wanted to just like talk about it, and hopefully you saw some of my like real reactions to how I was feeling in the moment, which was I was like so nervous, and I was wearing a bathing suit. That was not so easy for like removal if you had to go to the bathroom, and I'm someone who has a nervous bladder, so I'm just like, all the things. But I wore, y'all didn't see what I had on my OOTD, but I wore what I wore because it was like pretty full coverage. Because I didn't know, my first time doing this Aquafit business, I didn't know like what exactly it all entailed, and I didn't need to have a wardrobe malfunction. Luckily, he was the only man in the class, my trainer. But it was just all ladies. But anyways, I was going for my walk, as you saw, And then I wanted to pop in the gym because my trainer, when I told him about another problem I was having a few weeks ago, he said frankincense oil, essential oils, is good for like skin things. And here's a better look at these two knuckles. This is like my right hand where I was like boom, boom with the punching bag. And then my left is not so much, but still they both hurt. So he gave me some frankincense oil, and then the director of like the personal training, she's also a personal trainer, does a little bit of fitness consulting. Look at how greasy I am. She's like, what'd you do? And I'm like, look. So she's like, I think you need some, she's like Neosporin and Band-Aids. I'm like, I've done that. Anyways, I'm like sweating to death. But look at my hair if I take this hat off. Don't mind it. I haven't showered yet. I was going to shower when I got home from Aqua Fit to get all the chlorine and all the yuck and like the kind of greasy feeling of sunscreen. I couldn't find my sunscreen, so I used my mom. She's now become the sunscreen police. That's what she told me. She's like, did you put it on your face, on your arms, on your back? Like, and because you're in the direct sun for a solid hour, I'm like, can you like help me out here? So, and then I have my hat, you know. I want to get more clothes, side note, and like hats, stuff that UFP, something like that, protection, where I call it like sunscreen for your clothes. Am I too backlit? I don't even know. A lot of my like Fabletics stuff has that, and then some of the Under Armour, clothing and they have that, but they, not everything does, but some. I looked at their hats, and they have hats with the heat gear. So for Under Armour, the heat gear, if I don't know if I explained this or not, is there like wicking, I think that's the word we're looking for, moisture away to keep you cool and dry. And hats can make you sweat. Hats hold heat, and a lot of like, not to be gross, but the brim and the inside of my hats usually are like drenched in sweat. Ew, it's wet. But also sometimes I feel, I know I'm all over the place. I have a lot on my mind, and it's making my anxiety is like for multiple reasons, not just because like I tried something new today, but my world's about to be flipped and turned upside down next week. Well, not just mine, really somebody else's, but it does affect me. It's like a ripple effect, and I'm trying to like center myself and be calm about it, but at the same time I'm just like, oh man, I have so much to prepare for. Like my dad's coming into town tomorrow, and like we got to get the house ready for that. The cat threw up outside in the middle of the night. I need to clean that. She threw up in the bedroom. I took care of that one. Now I need to go outside and take care of that one. I think it's still out there. It happened like, I don't know, sometime in the night, or yesterday late, I don't know, I don't remember. But sometimes I feel like when I'm walking and talking, I'm not like really giving y'all like proper eye contact because I'm like distracted by everything around me, and I'm like looking at everything around me. So this is probably a long video, and some of you have, you know, said to me in the past, I love when you have long videos, and I can tell some of you leave early, and those of you who I'm talking to are probably not here right now, but I've looked at my Google Analytics, and it said the longest attention span, I don't know, the longest like duration of time I can hold someone's attention is like 1 minute and 3 seconds. So until I learn better like editing skills and getting more fancy with videos in my channel, which I'm slowly, you know, headed in the right direction, but until things improve, it is what it is, and this is my life, y'all. Welcome to it. So, do you like this? Let me know. And also, because I was dodging the rain, and I called my mom, and I said, it's raining. Like, should I just keep walking home? Should I go into the gym? Because I didn't pop in yet, because I was like, don't bug people. Like, sometimes I feel like if I pop into the gym every day to be like, hello, then I'm like kind of like being a bothersome and a pain in the butt. However, that's probably not the case. They like me. Again, not to be conceited, but it can get kind of boring towards the end of the day when you don't have a lot of stuff going on. It's nice to have someone to say hello to. So, she's like, yeah, go wait in the gym, like, I'll come and get you. And so it took her a little longer than anticipated, and part of me was wondering where she was, and the other part of me was like, more time to chat. So showing my knuckles, talking about my knuckles. I think I mentioned this in another video about gloves. And I'm like, are these rental gloves? Like, what? Like, my mind is went straight to bowling shoes. I'm like, what? So I don't know if they mean, like, we sell gloves, buy them from us, or what the deal is, or we have gloves you can use. But my dad said he's going to buy me some gloves. So I told my trainer, I was like, I told him some personal stuff, because I do that, you know, and then I said, but my dad should only know what I've been learning. He's like, well, if you need to whip him into shape, just So, because when I was learning, I just started learning this, well, I call it kickboxing, but today in Aqua Fit, he told all the ladies, he's like, oh, Mallory just started her Kung Fu training. I'm like, ooh, I like the sound of that. Miss Kung Fu fighting over here. So, he's like, do you ever, like, you know, when you roll up a towel and you whip it? Because he was trying to get me to do a whipping motion, either with my foot, my leg, my elbow, my arm, I don't know, part of my body needed to whip it real good. And I almost said, well, my brother's done that to me plenty of times in my life, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've done it once or twice in return. But anywho, so basically, it's just kind of funny anyways. So, yeah, you know, we were like, don't worry, your hands will heal, it's all fine. He showed me one of his little thingies that looked more like one of these as opposed to this. Look at this. So I made them both laugh, my trainer and who I like to think of as his boss. I don't know if that's true. Don't go quoting me on that. Maybe she is kind of like, because she is the director, so maybe she does supervise the people that work under her, but maybe there is like a higher up for everybody. I don't know the infrastructure of where I live. All the behind the scenes. But my mom called me to be like, I'm here, I'm in the back, like, come out, hello, because she was running late for an appointment. So I'm just like, okay, but I didn't want to be rude. But right before she called me, I said to both of them, I'm like, you know, I've always wanted to be a hand model. And then I showed my mom my hands, and she's like, oh my God, like, what did you do? And I just looked at my trainer, and I said, something I should have done a long time ago. And he really liked that answer. I don't know if I talked about this in a video, but a couple of weeks ago after Tai Chi class, we were talking, and, you know, back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And so he was, like, trying to give this, like, analogy, this whatever. And so I said, oh, like how a black belt is just a white belt that never gave up. And he's like, exactly. So anyways, you want to know a secret? I'll tell you a secret. So I get in the car, and my mom's like, I was being driven mad by this woman in a red car in a reflective vest. I think she was doing deliveries. She would not get out of my way. And the next thing you know, here comes, you know, my neighbor on her tricycle, and everyone's flying in on their golf cars. It's like madness in the neighborhood. I'm like, well, that's because it started to rain. We can't blame people for wanting to go home and not get wet, especially after the storm we had yesterday. But as soon as she said reflective vest, I said, oh, that's Amazon. We got Amazon workers. It's a lady. And she's driving this red vehicle, and I'm going, she just delivered some cat food for me. Because I'm finally, like, hitting the bottom of the barrel and the bag that was, like, yay, like 80 feet big, of dry cat food. Like, I've replenished, like, cans of wet food and stuff since moving here plenty of times. But I'm finally, like, scraping the bottom. And so I'm like, oh, she knew. She would want to wring my neck. So, but not really. So she dropped me off back home because I said I don't want, no, you do what you need to do, like let me be here to just chill out for a minute and maybe get some productive stuff done around here. So, as we were pulling back into the neighborhood, she points out the vehicle. She's like, that's the person. And then she's getting frustrated because as she was trying to like turn the car around at the gym, some girl on a bike was trying to get by. And my mom's like, it's impossible. And I'm going to be late. So after she called me to be like, I'm here. Let's go. I said to the people, I said, have a nice weekend. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. Hopefully you've enjoyed. I'm gonna try my best to film more on this channel. I still have a lot of filming and stuff I need to do for my second channel, so maybe I'll work on getting some of that done. I do need to charge this phone that I'm filming on. I have so much to do. So not only did I was it announced to the Aqua Fit class once everyone got there that I'm doing Kung Fu fighting training, but that also at the end of the class that I sell crystals and I have like this giant collection and all these spheres and how they're just filled with such positive energy. And I'm like, yes, please plug me. Have people buy my stuff. Tell them they don't even have to go to Etsy. They can just ring my bell and I'll let them in and I'll let them up and they can just pick and choose whatever they want. So anyways, this video is probably really long. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leave any comments, questions, suggestions down below. And until next time, keep it quirky.